sun comes through, or some specific birds fly over you, do some circles. And normally you get some feedback from nature response. And all right, so I think everybody's there. And so thank you for your interest. And we will work with something that is, in my point of view, the most important for all of us. And that is keeping our vital energy high. And that's sort of the prerequisite for being healthy, being happy, and being able to do stuff. And there is a lot of entities that are stealing vital energy. So the vital energy, and this would be also the vital energy flowing through here, coming from the field. So the field is like allowing vital energy flows, like water flows in specific conditions. And this is something where we can be... Yeah, you want to say something? Not yet. And this is something where my understanding is that vital energy, what is form of cold plasma, is the most precious resource in the universe or in the multiverse. And if we don't have that, we are getting sick, we are getting depressed, and it's the sickness of our times, because many people are not really getting into what they want to do because they are low energy by their surroundings, by cities that are sort of not having high energy levels, or by trauma in your neighborhood that has happened. And this is something what is more frequent than we think. We had so many brutal wars over the last hundreds of years, and whenever there is something where there is people slaughtered, it's mostly young men that are killed without having lived. And so they are traumatized, so they get stuck. And this is something where we should really be working on the land. And it's basically very simple to do that. So that's the good news. It's relatively simple to do that. And it's something that should be part of keeping your village clean, but keeping it clean on the etheric level as well. And what we see today, especially in Europe, also North America and many other Western places, that people don't take care of it. And traditional cultures knew that, so they were sort of cleansing out. And one of the most stunning examples is Bali, Indonesia. And in Bali, they have a yearly huge ceremony where the young people are building demons, like huge figures, very horrifying. And then they make this huge thing where everybody is participating. It's a huge event, and drumming and everything. And then the demons, the parasitic entities, as I learned from Dan, because that's scientific language, demon is a subset, but parasitic entities in the streets, they are so attracted to these demonic figures that they move in. And a friend of mine who is clairvoyant, he was there with other people that could perceive very well. There were 10 people, very well researched. And so they found out that within the ceremony, this parasitic entity moved into these, not my coffee.
Don't want that. Move into the demons.
Yeah. Is coffee demonic? If you drink too much, maybe. Yeah, and then they observed that when after the ceremony, they leave them standing there and keep drumming, and they come out of the houses even. And then they observed when they set these things on fire that the parasitic entities are gone. fire is sort of change, so that would be conversion. And we don't need all this. It's much easier to do. Would be impractical to make such a fuss about a few parasitic entities that we can get out just like that. Most of them. Some are really nasty and big. We must be very careful. Can be deadly even. And so we must have respect for this level, but most that we find are relatively easy to be well, sent away and find their own sort of salvation or being released and freed. And this is something what I will show you. But before we start with this, we will start with the etheric hygiene that I invite you to do daily, because most precious resource, not gold, even with the prices now, it's the vital energy, and we can take care of that. It's free of charge even. Yeah.
I was going to say, can we extrapolate that if these demons are attracted to these ugly, dark things, that they would be repelled from someone who's beautiful and glowing with love?
Absolutely. That's
So
100%.
We don't have to necessarily destroy them as long as we are radiating the light.
Yes.
They just don't want
Moths
to
are
go
also-
there.
Yeah.
moths are also flying into the light. There is a polarity attraction thing going on.
destroying, but saying
The
Yeah.
brighter
Yeah.
you shine, the
Yeah.
harder you attract. Also, there's
But they can't reach you anymore if you have a good level of vital energy.
yeah.
And another thing is important.
triggers.
You have to work out your own childhood trauma, entanglement, and past life or other existences trauma that is bearing on all of us. Sometimes also curses and something. We carry so much stuff with us. As I said, we are Middle Ages. From like etheric hygiene, we are Middle Ages. And in Middle Ages, everybody was smelling like hell, was considered normal because everybody was smelling like that. Imagine at that time you were washing and showering and being around other people, and that's like you feel when you perceive energies. It's like polluted. Most places are polluted. And so to keep our own energy high, it's to release trauma, entanglement, and so on. And we're sort of planning after the conference on Tuesday to make a little session in the morning, because there is some fast way to work on this very profoundly with your heaviest burden, and that can be released in 15 to 30 minutes. I've worked with hundreds of people. It does work. And little after the conference, Tuesday, yeah. Maybe if we can stay in the room for a bit in the morning. Let's talk about it, but it's
To check out at 10
out of the rooms, but the hall?
rooms.
Yeah, but the hall is still there.
Yeah, we can hang around in the hall, I guess, but
Maybe we can arrange for that. So those who are interested, just let me know. And the thing is, I want to show you now how to, so besides closing your holes in the aura by resolving the trauma, then you are also less likely to be attacked. It is about keeping your vital energy high at all times. Since I do that, I'm not falling ill, at least not seriously. I'm mostly in a very good mood. I get my stuff done. I love what I do, and that was not always so. I was working on computers a lot, mathematical simulation, working into the night, and that was sort of making me go into burnout mode, and burnout is another name for low vital energy. And since I know that, I don't have to go to doctors to be like checked for burnout, because it's just low vital energy, very simple concept. And the thing is that it's something what we can do without a lot of training, and what I do is just a suggestion. The method is detailed in my book, Blueprint for a Golden Age, and I will explain it like in a simple way as to make it a very short daily meditation, just like 5 minutes, maybe part of your daily exercise or something like that. And what I do is something that is, well, like just very natural. It's nothing weird, no weird concepts. And I invite you to do this with me. And the first thing I do, so I will stand there, of course checking entities, and something would come with that. It's too complicated for now, we do this later. But just taking a moment, taking a few breaths, and let's do that. Feel the soil under your feet. Feel the wind on your skin. Perceive your breathing. And then just sense how you feel. You can do it with your open eyes or closed eyes, however you want, but just sense, are you high energy now, or are you just about to collapse? So just observe it very quickly, just feel how you are. What's your state now after traveling and being at the conference? And now we want to raise the energy level wherever you are. And the first thing I do, I will get back the energy that I lost over the day, over the week or something. And we lose energy through internet. For example, being online means it's sucking energy. And it's not really getting you burn out right away, but if you never get it back, what is easy, it's like wearing you down. And the other thing is we have interaction with people, and there are so many energy suckers. In Europe, most of them are doing this unconsciously. In Africa, different story. It's a game, and it can be deadly. It's like really, I've experienced, I've worked in African countries in water sanitation projects, and it's really harsh. And I got sucked out by a very nice colleague we worked with in city development near Addis. And and I realized after falling ill and I couldn't cure when I was back in Europe, and I realized that guy has stolen my energy on purpose. And I didn't find this in my usual list because they have something that I call something like sportive energy theft. It's like you play football, soccer, and you don't protect your goal. So somebody kicks in the ball and they steal your energy. And this idiot from Europe, even we were friendly with him, that was clear he was sucking me out, even weeks after I had returned. And I wasn't even angry at him because that's their culture. We simply didn't know. I told this to people from Congo that visited me a year later, and they started laughing so hard because finally somebody gets it. So better be aware. So here energy is stolen a lot, but mostly unconsciously. So to get this energy back, it's the same thing. So we breath it back. We will do it soon, but I explained a bit before. And so the energy that we have lost can be taken back with huge breathings. So you encompass all the space where you have spent time, and just take some deep breath to get the vital energy back into your body, however it comes to you. Just do breathing.
Imagine breathing from 10 feet, 20 feet around.
Yeah, but you can also to your computer place and everywhere. You can go far away to the airplane where you lost energy through the lovely neighbor. Yeah, and so maybe you feel something, but it's like we want to go quick. So it's like The next step would be, so that's getting your lost vital energy back. Then we are involved in so many emotional things because we don't end them. So we had some interaction with somebody, it was a bit stressful, or well, we tried to manage something, we didn't. So there's emotional stuff that is sticking to us and also taking our energy. And so the idea is that the emotional level would be like a huge octopus with all the arms to that person we had an interaction with that was emotional. And then just imagining to like draw back our tentacles out of this interaction, because I don't want to lose energy there, and knowing we can take up the exchange at any time. We don't lose anything, but I don't want to do it subconsciously. And so you can do this quickly, just draw in your tentacles from all the emotional interaction. Okay? And there is also one thing that is good to do after you finished something. You can also consciously step out of it. I've worked on this now for an hour and now ending the process. And it's a relief because we have such a burden of stuff. Wait a bit with the rain, please.
I just have to. I can't control it, so it's happening.
Yeah, it's looking hard at you.
It's the dragon.
Yeah, see.
For some reason. I don't know. It's for here. Yeah, it's happening.
So I learn simultaneously from you now. And the other thing is like,
What this word, Dan, you were saying this word the other day. Symbiosis or something.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the level, the emotional stuff. It's in our body field, is the emotional body. It's known in all cultures. And before it's the etheric body. So that's our vital energy linked to vital energy flows and so on. And what we did now to just remove our emotional stuff that was running in the background. So too many processes running, so I don't want that. So once daily I sort of end that or step out of those processes. And then we have the mental body. And the mental body is where we have like the ghosts of deceased ones. And they may come to us by, we take the bus or a plane and then we like collect such entities. And that's just a hint of looking at that. But one thing that we can do to calm down, also when you can't fall asleep, we have these these mind entities by thinking things, and they keep going after we worked with them if we did it emotionally. The mind itself doesn't have a lot of power, but the mind with emotion doing something from your heart, so that may create like sort of entities that would be wearing on you, and you don't want them in the sleep because your mind is constantly busy and running. And so we can try like take these thought entities and bring them mentally into like being like washed, or to be like freed or something. Normally I do this in German, so I have to translate. It's
Down
like
the drain, you mean?
not the drain, because it's not good to let the things just disappear because they have their own life, but into being changed, being composted or something. So like
Transmuted.
transmuted would be a good word, yeah. And
Into the longitudinal field, back into the home sphere. It's stuck in
Okay.
between.
yeah, something like that, yeah.
Important.
Yeah, and so that would be that level. we can also go have a quick look at the transpersonal level if we have some things going on with our ancestors, but that's like advanced level, and even more is like links to like people on other planets that we are like linked with in some way. So that's what I do, but it's like the basic level would be etheric energy, so vital energy, breath, that back. This technique alone can make a big difference. After using the computer, just breath, it's stolen, it's not acceptable. And these guys get the energy. If we don't give it to them, they will shrink. And so like on the emotional level, just end the processes. And then on the mental level, it's these thought forms and things like that. And they can become nasty. Okay, so that's my suggestion, what can be done. I can also send the file around of this one into the maybe Telegram group. And now we want to do a little bit of practical work. We just have 15 minutes left. So we continue tomorrow, so don't worry. But I want to use the rest of the time that you try to use divining rods. So just get rods if you like to, and then you can work with them.
Do they need to be the same?
Can be, but it's not necessary, but it's easier.
Or one?
Yeah, two.
You can work with one as well. So there's, who needs more? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, and yeah, there are some more. I have some more in my backpack, but it should be sufficient. And
Just swap this for you.
okay.
Kind of, yeah.
So rods are to find what you are looking for. So it's not. Yeah, there are two more there. And it's used around the world. And not everybody is using rods, but it's, in India they use coconuts. So you program your tool with your mind. So like a radio, if you don't choose a frequency, you get white noise. And so if you choose the frequency, you may have beautiful music, or you choose the news, or something like that. And that's something in India they do this with coconuts. So the idea is show me a water vein, or maybe I just take Hartmann grid. So there will be grids, because there's more of those. It's easier to show. Show me Hartmann grid, and there would be one. There's one. And there. So that's one way. I prefer the rod. The French word is baguette.
Baguette de sorcier.
Baguette de sorcier. But not edible normally. And you use them in a way. And there are different models, but I just take this brass from just a hardware store, cut it half, and then you make an angle so that your hand can hold it. You hold your hand to the forward, and with that you put it into your finger. And like this you can hold them. And you can also like discharge them from what was done with them before, but that's just then you can once again program them like for what you are looking for, and you only find something when you move. And so I'm looking for Hartmann grid again. So Hartmann grid, there would be one, there would be one, there would be one, and so on. And as it is a grid, we can go this way.
That's a curry, isn't it?
Hartmann and Curry are different. So
Hartmann goes both ways.
Both go both ways.
Yeah,
South,
then
north,
it's
west,
the,
east.
the lightning grid. That is that also in English, lightning grid? Blitzgitter in German, lightning grid. Because that's where the crossings, it's where the lightnings are striking. And they are diagonal. And, but that's just for showing this. And now I want to invite you to search for like Curry grid, Hartmann grid, whatever, or for water veins, or for ley line, whatever. So just take a few minutes to walk around. Don't go too far away because we don't have that much time for that. And just observe. So program them, hold them down a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, and then you just observe and you ask, like, water vein or Hartmann grid. It's even waiting, great. What's the direction you get? And like Hartmann grid, then you keep moving. Only find stuff while you are moving. Hartmann grid is like this.
So here is a happy camera now. Less light demonstrate of problem.
And now you can ask the vertical one. The vertical? No. So the real water vein is there or there. So you looking for.
And then you see the depth, yeah?
And then you get the depth because they are 45 degrees. Did you find something?
We're in the middle of a drought.
Yeah, but well, there's groundwater here, and it's like the water veins are water that is moving a little bit faster than the surrounding. That makes a magnetic disturbance in the Earth's magnetic field that can be negative. You're sure?
Go on. Give me what's mine. I like to hear that. Yeah, they have stone. Sure, it's all stone here. It's all but like you shall be happy I let it.
Yeah, let's come together again.
Yeah, just like you let them later.
Please come back because we just have 5 minutes left. We will continue tomorrow. It's the easiest to get something.
Well, what happens?
Welcome, yeah.
Any luck?
Yeah, I can also leave them outside so whoever wants to continue in the evening. You need to define. I will explain for everybody. Please come to the circle if you want to take part. So, all right. So, with rods you can find many things, and this is something where you tune in, and for finding water, because I'm from the water profession, so I was actually at university. I showed this to students, and they are very, very critical. So when I did this in a classroom, I gave them rods and let them search a water vane, because that is done in big water companies. They have somebody who is really good at that. But it's special when you just have found one water vane. I wouldn't spend 50,000 euros for drilling there. There are specialists that can do that, and they can get direction. So water vane, what is the direction of the flow, things like that.
Depth, you can get the depth.
You can get the depths, but that's easy because the water vanes have a pattern. There is just like there would be announcement zone would be here. Then you have a water vane here where it's vertical, and then you get the other side announcement zone from this side, and it's going 45 degrees, the strongest one. And so the distance from here, so that you would find with the rod. You can also ask center line, vertical line, you wouldn't find something. And then the distance from here to the vertical line would be